Welcome, Sagittarius, to your July monthly reading. I am alignedsoultarot. Welcome in. This is a general message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cross watchers are always welcome in my readings. This is general, like I said. If you wish to go a bit deeper with me, you like what you hear in this reading and you need to process or understand the cards a bit more, please feel free to reach out for me for a private reading. All my information is in the description box below, as well as any additional information that comes up for this reading. And as always, like, share, and subscribe so you can keep up to date for my pick-a-pile readings, as well as any other monthly readings that I provide for each zodiac. So Sagittarius, all of us are going through massive changes on a micro and macro level. We're experiencing this global shift in consciousness and awareness, and we all are in this collective consciousness as well. We're experiencing a lot of lessons, deep core lessons and values that are teaching us about ourselves and also others. So I bid you a lot of respect to each of the signs for continuing your spiritual growth and reaching out for tarot to help and assist you in that way, to connect to source, to empower you, and to help others, because we all need a little assistance at this time. So I hope my readings can provide you with that, so you can be a beacon for other people. So Sagittarius, these eclipses are hitting all of us, right? We are in July. We did experience 2 eclipses pretty close together in June, July, and we've been feeling this for the last couple years, 2 years. For you, you've been really feeling it in your 2nd and 8th houses, which is mainly around finances. So a lot of financial discovery, changes, shakeups, you name it, right? Eclipses bring a lot of change. And then also with the retrogrades this year, we're feeling it heavily. Pluto and Saturn have also been in these financial sectors for you, Sagittarius, and they've been really hitting us hard this year. With the conjunction and the retrogrades, these 2 planets are really helping us learn these karmic lessons and really seeing the value that we bring as individuals to the collective, like I mentioned earlier. And when you think about finances, when I think about finances, I really do feel that they vibrate almost at a similar, like abundance, I should say, not just finances, but abundance in general, really vibrates at the same frequency of love, right? Love and abundance, right? That reciprocity, it's both an equal give and take, you know, at least we strive for that in our relationships, financial relationships, intimate, you know, friendships, family. So even though these are affecting your financial sectors and how you make and create money, I do believe that it is almost a mirror to your intimacy and your love life and how you give and receive love. So just be aware of that, right? And these are big lessons for you. There's a lot of transformation happening. You think of Pluto. You also have the Neptune card come up here with water. So I'll talk about that in a second. A lot of self-discovery, awareness, a lot of death, rebirth, transformation. Saturn is all about discipline. It's teaching us really hard but valuable lessons. So just know that whatever you're going through, as long as you stay aware and open to the lesson that you are receiving at this time, it will come with a great reward. That's what Saturn is really about. And it's the old wise father of the zodiac. So be aware of that. And you have the father card here too. So I do see that Saturn is playing a huge role, maybe shining a lot of light and illumination on some past pains around father issues, maybe because it's in reverse. So I do see that there might have been some toxic masculine traits surrounding you now, or potentially from your past, your childhood, okay? So these things are coming up. These illusions that you're feeling with Neptunian energy here. That's Neptune is in retrograde as of June 23rd, and it's going to be in retrograde till November 28th. So it's a pretty good chunk of time. And since Neptune card shows up in your reading here, that really lets me know that a lot of these illusions, and Neptune is about kind of this visionary planet. And with it being in retrograde, it kind of takes the mask off. No more disillusioned or putting a mask over or wearing a band-aid over something from your childhood, and particularly around some masculine energy here with the Father card in reverse, okay? This could be any sort of father figure in your life, okay? Could be even your husband, could be your father, it could be just a masculine person that's you are thinking about during this reading, okay? So however it resonates for you, just know that I do believe at this period in time with Neptune in retrograde, it's really bringing awareness around some fogginess, maybe some detachment there, things that you might have repressed, things coming up, and healing those issues, right? Especially with Saturn and Pluto, those planets show us, they illuminate us, and they transform that energy, right? Only to deepen your understanding, your awareness, so you can be a better human, right? And so you can love better. Karma is not good or bad. It's just Saturn comes with karma because it wants us to learn how to be loved and to give love. Like I said, abundance, finances affecting you. It's the same as love and abundance. So that equal give and take, that exchange, and maybe there's been some imbalances there. And now you're really seeing that, you know, maybe there has been this lack story, financial disruption, because you had to see the way that you give and take and exchange in life, that energy frequency, and how maybe you played a role in these partnerships, career, or even just romantic, right? So I'm really getting this deep awareness around who you are and how you compartmentalize and fragment your past and how it affects you now, and how you're learning how to take those containers apart with this containers card here and really defragment. I'm seeing like this decluttering and just opening up a lot of those boxes that have potentially been closed for quite some time. And you're learning how to separate what's real and what's not with Neptune here, and understanding some of the things that you might have projected or others have projected onto you that have therefore created a lack or fear story around finances, you know, even. So you're learning how to understand the value of money, finances, and abundance, and how you can show up, right? And the way you're doing so is with this watery energy backing you up. You might be also dealing with a water sign that pertains highly to you for this reading. Even your father or your husband could be a water sign, or this could just be you embodying this element. So you're taking on your finances, any sort of intimate relationships, anything that you're focused on truly in this reading for you, you're taking, or you're asked to take it on with a more emotional approach. Water is a powerful force, and it really helps cleanse and wash away any sort of imperfections or perceived imperfections, by cleansing them and purifying your heart, purifying your mind, your body, your soul. So water is very cleansing. When I think of water, I also think of it as like the depths and the deepness of our emotions. So really kind of getting to the depths of your desires, what you truly want and need and you truly can have, with this desires card showing here. So really getting down to the nitty gritty of what you desire, no matter how big or small that is, whether that be in finances or love, you really are understanding the true value of what you desire and knowing that you deserve that, right? With the desire card. And you have self right next to it. How beautiful is that? So like the desires that you want, you crave, you need, no longer lying to yourself. Neptune in retrograde is really helping you step out of that illusion maybe you created because your ego was like, I want to feel comfortable, I need to work this job, or I need to make this amount of money, or I need to like have this persona, wear this mask. And now it's like, oh, wait a second. All that's been ripped away, maybe without you even wanting it to be. But now you're starting to see the lesson in what's happened over the last year, 2 years to be more precise. Because like I said, these eclipses have been really hitting your 2nd and 8th house since 2017. So since we're kind of at the brunt end of that, or really in the thick nitty gritty of it as a collective, you're really starting to see, like, I was lying to myself. I was selling myself short, or I thought this is what I wanted, but I don't really want that. And how can I like deepen my desire and really truly connect with myself so I can be happy, right? Because we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve to transform. And here you have the Death and Rebirth card. This is beautiful encapsulated egg. It represents like this fertility, these fertile ideas that you have. And I do see in reverse. So there is this hesitancy to come out of this cocoon, maybe this way of thinking. Like I said, the masks that you've been wearing, or this could potentially be other people around you. You're starting to see below the surface, see the masks that people wear, starting to see your connections with other people, maybe in your career. You're starting to see that it wasn't all it was cracked up to be, right? And you know, it's a death process. Anytime this card comes up, it's not easy, right? It's scorpionic energy. It's very deep, psychological, deep subconscious mind. Really get into the nitty gritty with that water card, like the depths of your soul, right? Really going to the deep end of the pool and resurfacing and you know, taking the plunge, as I'm getting for you, Sag. So you're really taking the plunge to heal, so you can cleanse and purify yourself, so you can really truly tap into what you desire and let go of this like toxic masculine energy. This could be you or someone else, okay, around you. But again, if you are female, just know that we all carry divine masculine and feminine traits. We are born with both. Like a good example of this, you might notice that some females, you know, they act more masculine. Same with men. Maybe they have more feminine qualities. Doesn't make them less of a man or a woman. It's just that they embody that persona, those traits, you know, and we all have our own unique personality. So that's a kind of an idea of when I say we both carry both. Anyone that's usually watching my readings can understand that concept. So when you see this Father card, like I said, it could just very straight to the point be it your father, but it also could be like that inner masculine that you are healing and really kind of stepping into self and empowering yourself is like that masculinity within you that is giving you that force, taking action, right? When you think of masculine energy, very action oriented. But also with this water, there's that balance there. It's like, because you can conceive this Father card in reverse as like an overreactive masculine. So the water stepping in, it's a more feminine water energy. So you're almost like integrating both, you know, and becoming this balanced individual. The all-seeing eye, I see like perception and understanding the balance of emotions and logic and all of that, and that what makes us unique, right? What makes you you. You have the Summer card here, so wherever you are in the world, in the northern hemisphere where I am, it is summertime, so maybe a lot of this is happening right now. And I feel that you usually are. My readings are pretty much in the timestamp, but not always. It is very dependent on you, the viewer, if it's just past, present, or future energy. But when I see a season card show up from the Empathic Oracle, I do feel that, you know, depending on where you are in the world, it could be coming into winter. So maybe if you are in another part of the world and it's not summer right now, this could just hint to looking forward to that season. Or maybe your partner or someone special to you has a birthday in the summer. There could be some big celebration. There could be some full circle cycle, this death cycle finally kind of coming into full circle. because it is in reverse here. So again, I do see this process of unraveling that, coming out of this chaos with the chaos card. You might have felt at your wit's end, lack of control around your finances. And you're really grasping that. You're coming to see who you are. Like I said, authenticity, being your authentic self. It's so important in this reading when you have both of these cards showing up in your reading. You're really tapping in and tuning into your needs and how can you create that. Given everything that is happening on a global level, you know, a lot of changes, right? Given finances and jobs and shutdowns and this and that. And we're having to really like navigate these waters, water card, and come out the other end still being our authentic self and still really embracing what makes us happy and living abundantly. And living abundantly is, and what I'm getting for you too, is that maybe in the past you felt like you had to make a certain amount or you had to have the certain persona. And now you're realizing maybe with that lack of finances, wherever your story fits, that you actually are quite happy and you're maintaining a life where you're maybe living a more minimalist lifestyle, learning how to budget and save, and you're finding like more abundance in the little things in life. If you are on the other end of the spectrum, say that you have started making more money. Maybe you're finding ways to still save and be grateful and be able to give more. So wherever you fall in that story of abundance around finances, I think that you're really learning how to find like a balance in that and not be too, I'd say, egotistical around money is really big, is what I'm hearing. So know that you are always held. If you believe that spirit is going to keep you in that state of abundance, the power of thought, the power of free will, you can manifest that, you know, and the struggle is real. I totally get it, but you are your thoughts. You are, you know, what you truly desire and what you manifest, you create, okay? So know that that power is really strong for you, Sag. All right, so we're going to actually dive into the tarot. Let's see what we have for our lovely Sagittarius viewers. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And as always, cross watchers, you are welcome here. Flip the roles as you wish as you watch these readings. And again, if you want a private reading, please feel free to reach out to me at alignedsoultarot@gmail.com. All my information is in the description box below. We have a popper. Guides and angels, ancestors, all high vibrational beings, please assist me in this reading. Allow me to provide the truth and nothing but the truth for my Sagittarius viewers. Thank you for assisting me in this reading. Again, in my description box, I do provide also chakra alignment and attunement. There's a guided meditation channel, which I highly suggest all my viewers to look into, because we need to stay aligned, right? We need to stay in alignment with our systems within our bodies, our mind, our spirit. Sagittarius. All right, we're going to cut the deck here. So we had the Eight of Wands pop out. There's that water energy again. Lots of emotions here. Five of Water, Queen of Water, and the Water card. And you have fire showing up in air. The Empress. Okay, so if you are female, masculine, you could still embody this energy. The Empress is a feminine energy. This is all the queens wrapped in one. I see so much self-empowerment with the Self card, the desires, and this Empress. It's like, this could also be the Emperor, okay? And right below that is spirit. So connecting to spirit, knowing that you are held. Remember what I said earlier? As long as you believe in abundance and know that you are an abundant being. Affirmations are huge for you, Sag. So if you're struggling with this connection, please tap in, tune into spirit. Do your daily affirmations. Know that you are held. Know that you, as yourself, deserve all that you wish. all that your heart desires, okay? As long as you believe in that abundance and you stay in that growth mentality, no longer living in that lack or fear story, you can maintain this Empress, Emperor energy, okay? Super important for you. So much revolving around self in this reading, coming to this awareness with the Eight of Wands. This is a lot of incoming messages. This is also like downloads from spirit. This is action. This is forward movement, communication. So I do see a lot of forward movement around your desires. This is falling right below the desires card. It really is about you tapping in and tuning into your emotions and not selling yourself short, really. Not deceiving yourself is what I'm getting here. I think that you've been disillusioned in the past, and you know, that illusion, whatever mask you were wearing, or this could be someone else, you're finally seeing, like, I don't need this mask anymore. Maybe it served you at some point, like your ego. It does serve us, right? But there comes a point when you start to, like, you as yourself hold the wheel. No longer does your ego hold the wheel. So you're starting to be like, I have control. I don't need to wear this mask to feel in control. And you're like, I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to move towards my desires with this Eight of Fire. And there is that watery Queen of Water, Queen of Cups energy falling right below the Father in reverse. So again, I do see this toxic masculine energy that you are healing with this water energy, purifying, cleansing. It's really important for you to tap in and tune into water. So even just taking like a healing bath, I do that a lot around moon cycles. And just imagine, even just a shower, kind of imagining yourself affirming, self-affirming to yourself. You are just washing away all of that negative energy, you know, protecting your energy, cleansing your energy is really important. And Queen of Water also can be very emotionally detached, is what I want to say. So I think for you, there's a balance there, right? If you feel whatever end of the spectrum that you fall on, if you're overly emotional or super detached, it's kind of finding like a healthy middle ground there. You could be also dealing with a feminine that is in a very emotional place, and you yourself are having to step in and nurture with this Empress card, but also making sure that you're nurturing yourself, right? Lots of watery emotions coming up. There's this loss here, potentially around the summertime. It does fall into the summer season. Feeling a loss. Five of Cups is all about like looking at the loss, focusing on the loss, that lack fear story that I've been talking about. Whatever you put your focus on, remember we talked about Saturn and Pluto in the beginning? Whatever you put your effort and focus on, you will manifest, okay? So just know that like your thoughts, your emotions, they speak volume to you right now, okay? But with that being said, Sagittarius, you cannot continue to just focus and victimize and dwell in this Five of Cups, okay? Because the more that you manifest and focus your attention on your loss, the more you'll manifest more loss. And I know it's a hard pill to swallow. You have to allow yourself to grieve. Of course, grieve when you have to grieve. This could be someone around you, letting people grieve when they have to grieve. It's a process, right? There's many stages to grief. But there comes a time when it no longer serves you. The Self card, the Empress card, desires. There's so much that wants to bloom and transform with the Death card too. It's like you need to make sure that if you are grieving, yes, listen. But do not sit in this energy for too long, because if you look at the depiction on this card, there's this beautiful cup in the distance and this beautiful castle. But she's just looking back at all the spilt cups behind her. She's not really allowing herself to see the beauty that lies ahead, you know? So yes, move through your emotions, allow them to be processed and not repressed, okay? But you have to move past this deceit, okay? Seven of Air, this can be deceit, lies, betrayal. You potentially could feel betrayed by someone, or someone feels betrayed by you. This could also be betrayed from past, you know, your father. coming to enlightenment around those issues, realizing that you have some self-healing to do, and focusing on yourself in the month of July, and admitting that and being open about that to people, and being receptive to other people's emotions as well, and their stories and what they're going through. And grieving in a healthy way, right? Connecting to source, knowing that spirit is there, and don't feed yourself that lack story. You know, there's a victory here. You deserve to heal, you deserve love, and you deserve abundance. Just know that. And as long as you stay in that mindset mentality and you continue to reach out to those that help you on that path, you will maintain this and you will get everything that you desire, Sagittarius. If you'd like to go a bit deeper, I look forward to hearing from you. But until then, I will see you next month, and stay tuned for more pick a pile readings on my channel. Thank you again, Sagittarius. Have a good one.